Eboni Williams, Hipp, John Burnett, and Jan Morgan. Jan, you've recently created Citizens for Donald Trump. We talked earlier in the show about behind the scenes. For instance, in Pennsylvania, 19 delegates have already said they're going to go with Trump on the first ballot. 19 have said they're going to go with Ted Cruz on the first ballot. You've got about 25, 30 of them who says, yeah, we'll go with the person nominated the first time, but after that, we'll go with whoever we want. In other words, it feels like the fix is in already.
Well, we've known that for a long time, but let's get something straight. I didn't create Citizens for Trump. Citizens for Trump is a national organization that's been around for some time. They just recently named me their national spokesperson.
I'm sorry, Jan. Well, congratulations on the job.
Everybody's on the come up today on Charles Payne's show.
Oh, this is true. But let me just say this. I'll tell you what this is about. This is at a time when Donald Trump was having his worst couple of weeks ever. It was like the RNC wanted to play good guy, bad guy. Okay, here's this guy. He's dodging bullets. He's misstepping. And then here's the guy on the white stallion riding in to save the Republican Party. It will be a disaster if Ted Cruz or Donald Trump do not walk away. One of those guys do not walk away with that nomination. It will be suicide for the RNC.
John, you spent time with Ted Cruz yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was a great time.
Well, did this come up?
Well, actually, not really. We tried to focus on education, business, criminal justice reform, things of that nature.
And what do you feel if none of the candidates have the 1237 magic number, and we get what 90% of the insiders say is going to happen anyway, and we go round after round? You said earlier you think this thing could go deep into like many rounds of voting. Who's going to come out of that?
No.
Well, I have to admit, this was a great ad, better than some of the candidates' ads. And when you look at it, it was missing only one thing, one critical thing. That was a donate button. That was
yeah, well, I tell you what else it was missing, Van. It was missing someone who actually has gone through the rigors, if you will, of trying to win the White House.
Yeah, but let me tell you, if this goes past the first ballot, all bets are off, but the establishment may get more than they bargained for. If it goes multiple ballots and they don't look at the current crop, which I think would be a mistake, they would look to someone who is palatable to Trump, Cruz, Kasich, who has stood up to the establishment, wants to secure the borders, and under that scenario, I think it's more likely the delegates would turn to someone like a Newt Gingrich as opposed to a Paul Ryan or Mitt Romney, so the establishment may get more than they bargained for.
Woo, he dropped the
real
Newt
quick.
bomb.
Yeah, I know. I haven't heard that one in a while, but Newt's been looking presidential too, Eboni.
Yeah, look, I think that I agree with John on this one. I think the Republican Party, to me, looks like they are plainly ready to embrace whatever backlash or consequences come from them opening this thing wide open. And respectfully to Speaker Ryan, because I've heard he's a really nice guy, I really can't give him much credibility on this issue, Charles, because as you said, he said he didn't want the job.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Newt Gingrich will be the Republican nominee. All right, guys, have a great night.